Hey, 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 what's going on, y'all? It's your girl Tam in the building. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. It was just Turkey Day just a few days ago. Hope y'all ate good for those that celebrated. And for those that don't, God bless anyway. I respect it. It is what it is. But child, I know it's been like at least 2 weeks since I last came on here. At least 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, if forgive the background, it's kind of jacked up, my wall is a little jacked up, it's a little dark or whatever, but yeah. So let's chat, folks, whoever's online. Let's chat. Got a lot to say at that. So hopefully everybody, well, for those that celebrate Turkey Day, hopefully you had a good one. um but I just came on here because, child, I got a lot to say. um well, first and foremost, 4-day weekend already coming to an end. It's already Sunday, so back to the school and work week for everybody. I got plenty of sleep. I'm not gonna lie, child. I got plenty of sleep these past 4 days. Plenty of sleep. I was able to go to bed late, no problem. Um, so yeah. Now, anywho, let me not waste a lot of time. I'm gonna just jump straight into it, straight up. Um, you ever felt like you're just tired of certain shit? Um, you know, you ever felt like, you know, the weight of the world is on your shoulder? Not only that, but can I be real with y'all? Can I be real with you all? You know what I'm saying? Um, most people don't understand that, it's certain things that has to come first. You understand what I'm saying? So little things that can wait for a while, it can wait. So for example, I did my early Christmas shopping all throughout this month, all throughout November, and I really no, actually, sorry, I really started the end of October. Sorry, my apologies about that. I really started my early Christmas shopping the end of October, which was, Halloween week, whatever the case may be. So, so, um, because knowing how I am, I like to be ahead of the game. I like to catch the sales or certain discounts or certain things. So for those that know me out there, you guys know, like, that's just how I do. I like to shop early before the holiday season that I know I'm gonna celebrate. Whatever. So I really got a head start like the end of October, and I just finished like sometime last week or the week before that. So, between between Halloween week and like the third week in November that just passed was my whole time shopping, gift shopping for people. So I'm pretty much done with that now. It's other priorities that come first. So I came on here because, like I said, wishing everybody happy holidays for those that celebrate and then some. And for those that still don't celebrate at all, hey, God bless anyway. God is good all the time. But I also just also came on here and, wanted to say, like, you know, other priorities come first. You know what I mean? Like on Judge Lintola, I keep telling y'all how I binge watch Judge Lintola. So I think this was last week or the week before. There was a certain episode that I saw. Um, the certain episode that I saw, it was this young couple, this young black couple, right? So, you know, she, no, the father of their daughters, right? He's young too, because they both in their 20s. So he has a collection of like Jordan sneakers. He has a closet full. So on the show, the mother of his children was showing the judge that. So the judge asked him like, "Oh, do you have any cushion money, for a rainy day or for the kids?" So he said they both said no, and it's understandable. I mean, that's not really understandable, and so I get that, and um, but how does someone have so many pairs of Jordans? You know, he said that the guy said, "Oh, he bought all of those Jordans way before she had their daughters." All right, I kind of get that, but I'm pretty sure he could have sold a couple of those pairs and probably could have got back maybe a grand to put in the bank. Like, do you see how do you understand how some people's priorities is all jacked up? And I'm gonna call it out the way it is. I am. I really, really am, because it's a real, excuse me, y'all. It's a real pet peeve of mine. How hold on, y'all. Um, it's just when you got one. Let me say this. Let me say this right here. It's a real. It's a real pet peeve of mine of how some people don't put first priority. I mean, not first priority. Sorry, that came out wrong. Priority for other things first before little things. So, for example, I'm gonna give y'all another example, right? So, for example, um, the last time I went to the nail salon was around Mother's Day this year. Now it's about to be December on Wednesday, so that's going on what, 7 months? These I like them. I actually buy press-ons now, and you know I buy the press-ons now because it's much easier. You can't go wrong between $8, $5 to $8. Different designs, different colors and things. So I've been going to Target and buying press-ons. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because these type of acrylic nails in the nail salon, majority of people pay $50, $60. Now don't misunderstand me. I give credit to those that have it like that. If you have it like that, $40 to $60 every 2 weeks, more power to you. I'm just not one of them. And I'm not ashamed to own it. I'm not. I'm not. I would tell that to anybody who would ask me. If me, because it's like I told my mom, and it's like, I told my spouse, like, I'm a bargain Betty. I shop for deals when it comes to gift shopping. I shop for deals when it comes to my home. When it comes to my hair, I don't pay a lot of money. I wear press-ons like I'm showing y'all. Between $5 and $8 for press-ons, and it comes with the glue. You know how much money I'm saving every month? So what I'm saying is that, like I said, my pet peeve is how some people don't have, or don't think about priorities over, other things that are less important. That's my pet peeve. It really is, you know. And hold on, y'all. Let me see. I you know, so throughout this whole month that I've been doing my gift shopping, I haven't gotten my hair done, re-braided, because I do cornrows now. I don't do the box braids no more because it took your girl edges out. That was unfortunate, but that was like couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so it's been about a whole month, maybe a month and a half since I actually got my hair rebraided. Number one, because I took care of my top priorities, and then number two, um, you know, and then number two, Um, I made sure I bought when I made sure that I gift shopped for everyone. So you see how I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from when I say, how important it is to prioritize. You know, prioritize things that come first. You know, it's just a pet peeve of mine how some people they just don't understand what has to come first or what needs to be done first. And you know what I find funny? How some people have the nerve to cop an attitude. Like, you ever known somebody like that? You ever known somebody that, you sit there and you tell them, you know, in a good way, you let them know that something has to be paid by a certain time. And, you know, they have the nerve, to look at you some kind of way. Like, what kind of shit is that? Excuse my language, but it's just, it's aggravating. Like, what kind of shit is that? At the same time and at the same token, get your, for those out there, I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about specifically for those out there, get your priorities in check, before you have the audacity to turn around and get mad at somebody. Get your priorities in check. Me, growing up, I grew up in a single parent household. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a single parent household, excuse me. Me and my two brothers grew up in a single parent household. We were always first, then other things. Let me just make that clear. You know what I mean? That's something that's not right. You trying to do somebody a favor and then they turn around and got the nerve to be mad or feel some kind of way. Like, how you feeling some kind of way because that person got to take care of some business first and telling you need to wait. That doesn't make no sense to me, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. Okay, let's get it right. Let me just make this clear right here and right now. Let me just make this real clear. If sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. Let me just make this real clear. If in fact like it was a time where I had to ask or initiate asking for something, and I was told that I had to wait. That wasn't my fault, you know. It was what it was. I had to wait, and whatever I requested, it wasn't that important anyway. It could have waited, and it did. But did I turn around and feel some kind of way? No, I did not, because I realized that person had to take care of whatever priority they had over me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person where I'm about morals, I'm about principles, I'm about, putting a lot of things first. I put a lot of things before me. I put a lot of things before me, and my zodiac sign is a Cancer. And for those that know any Cancers out there, male or female, we put a lot of things before us. People that we love, we put them before us. Certain things, certain situations, we put it before we do. Now, I don't know about any other zodiac sign. I don't know about any other zodiac sign, but I know about us. Zodiac sign Cancer in general. That's how most of us are. We put a lot of things before us. We put a lot of people that we care about. We put their feelings before us. If we have kids, we put them before us. Of course, kids always come first in everybody's eyes anyway. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign they are. So, I fail to understand how some people could have the audacity to sit there and be mad, or not even be mad, but feel, like you were obligated to do something for them when you're not. How is that? How that A lot of people got it twisted. See, with a cancer, you know, when we try to help people, you know, if they feel we try to help people that we love and care about. But if you making us feel you know, like you don't want it in the first place, best to believe we'll drop the ball on that. We'll be like, oh, okay, cool, no problem, and we'll leave it as that. We're not going to sit there and chase after people. We're not going to sit there and do that because most cancers don't even do that. You know, and that's how I personally feel about that. Like a lot of people really don't matter what zodiac sign it is. A lot of people really need to really get it together. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have everything together the way I want it to, but I know in God's time it'll happen. Why? Because my faith come in him first. That's how I always grew up. I always grew up like that. And many friends that I have, they grew up like that too. They a firm believer in, when you put God first, everything else will fall in place. And it does. It does. I'm a firm believer in that. I always have, always will be. Um, you know, but I just grew up, prioritizing things, first. Period, point blank. Um, since I was even when I was a teenager at that. I mean, back then, which really wasn't that long ago, you know what I mean? But back then, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm more organized now than I was, back then, I guess you could say. But as I got in my 20s and things, I realized like I need to get my priorities in check, real in check. And as I get older, I'm about to be 40 in a couple of years, Lord willing. So, you know, my priorities gotta be in check. You know, um, I grew up or being learning how to be organized when it come to home, when it come to working, when it come to going to school, when it comes to all of those top priorities. I grew up being organized. That's what that is. People need to respect that. They need to respect that. And you know how some people are, put some respect on my name. Now I ain't asking for nobody to put respect on my name. You know what I mean? Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. Uh, put some respect on my name. Nah. But y'all do know how, I try to y'all know I'm a no nonsense type of person. Y'all know this already. Y'all know I don't take no nonsense from nobody. I don't care who it is. Y'all know this already. So I'm not preaching about something y'all don't already know. But it's just a pet peeve of mine how, you could sit there and say, people could sit there and say how they feel and things like that. But, you know, I've learned that since I got in my 20s, I learned that people going to talk about you whether you're doing good or whether you're not. People going to always have something to say. I don't get offended no more. I just don't. I just look at it like, well, it is what it is. But yeah, folks, I plan on launching and getting together my brand. Um, Maybe by January, I guess. I mean, because I spoke to a few business people and they told me it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to pay for uh, your brand name that you want, so that way nobody else could copyright, or that way nobody else could use it. And I spoke to two different people about that. So one of them said they didn't know the price. The other one told me, but I forgot. Um, I would have to like do my research on that on my own. because as y'all know, as I mentioned in the last live, I'm making satin scrunchies and satin bonnets. I'm still making that. I paused for a little while making it, because work, going to school, and sometimes, I don't want to overwhelm myself. Well, I think it's too late for that. I think I already overwhelmed myself. But anywho, um, you know, I just find it funny, a lot of people can't can't take what they dish out. That's what I find funny. But anywho, um, so this holiday season, you know, may the Lord watch over those that have food to eat, for those that don't, for those that are living in homes, and for those that are not. May the good Lord watch over those people, please. May the good Lord watch over those people, please. Now, and I'm not going to be on for too much longer this time around. I'm not going to be on for too much longer. Um, but what I will say is this. Those out there, and I'm speaking in general, those out there, if you have issues prioritizing certain shit, excuse my language, huh? Over other things, seek advice from somebody who's organized, who puts certain priorities over everything. Um, that's the best thing I could say. Now, I ain't perfect, and I don't try to be either. Um, I just try to take initiative to one of those things um that I grew up being. As I just mentioned to y'all, I grew up, with learning how to be organized and learning where to find things, and learning to put certain things in this area and all of that. I've learned to um what to figure out what's more important versus what's least important. I grew up like that, and I'm not changing that either. I don't need to anyway. Um and folks, what I will also say is never never apologize for being real. It's like you saying sorry for how you feel. Now, years ago, I know that rhymes, but years ago, somebody told me that years ago. I forgot who I forgot who told me that, but it's one of the realest things I've ever heard, you know. So, don't be sorry for being real, for saying how you feel. It's like you saying sorry for being real. So don't ever do that. Um, don't ever let nobody shun you away from creativity if you are creative with anything, whether it's art or anything else. But folks out there, make sure you prioritize what's more important versus what's not important. Because if you take care of what's more important, you're better off um following that type of structure and order versus what's least important for those out there. Like I said, I grew up that way. Um, and I just took initiative, and I didn't find it hard after that. You know, once I got the hang of it, well, as they say, once I caught the grasp of it, I was cool. I was cool after that. I was like, oh, okay, I could do this. So like I said, I'm not a perfect person and that kind of thing, and I don't try to be, but I know what's, more important, and I know what comes first versus what doesn't, you know? Um, and I'm proud of that. I'm not changing that. I'm proud of that, and that's what it is. You know, um, I think a lot of people have low self-esteem. You don't know how many divorce court shows I've seen where, a lot of these young stupid females, they'll sit there and stay with a man that's constantly doing them wrong and constantly ignoring the red flags that they have. But then yet and still, they go on Judge Lynn Tola and waste her damn time. You know what I'm saying? Wasted her time because they don't want to even listen to the advice that she give them. So it's like, what's the point of them being on the show? You know? because they wasn't going to listen anyway. But, you know, if I was to ever go on her show, shit. You know, in the past, if I was to ever go on her show, you best to believe I would listen. I would listen to her. You know, that lady, that lady, that lady been doing, you know, that lady been married over 30 years. Judge Lynn told us she been married over 30 plus years. She got 6 sons, 4 from, well, her husband had 4 sons from previous relationship. And then when Judge Lynn Tola married him, they had 2 sons together. So that's a lot of testosterone in there. There's a lot of testosterone in the house. Child. You know, but hey, it is it. But you know, I had to come on here and say how I felt because I can, and it's my channel, and I could do that. I don't give a damn about what anybody else thinks. I don't give a damn about what anybody else got to say, because nobody opinion about me don't matter. Nobody opinion about my feelings don't matter either, and that's what it is. You know, I think we live in and I'm gonna make this quick. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I think, you know, too many people are hung up on what society says and you know, how majority of people are living in this goddamn box where they got to be one way and this and that, you know, but don't live your life like that. You know, we all only here for a limited time, you know, so, you know, I'm not going to be bothered with things that annoy me. You best to believe I'm not. Say what? Shit. Shit, I tell, you know. Now, you know, don't misunderstand me. I wasn't always like this. If half of you met me 10, 15 years ago, I was always quiet as a church mouse 10 to 15 years ago. For those, you know, that would have known me back then, I was quiet as a church mouse, didn't speak up much, you know, always took to heart what people had to say, this, and that. Now, you know, just like Jay-Z old song, I gotta get that dirt off my shoulder. I gotta get that dirt off my shoulder. I gotta get that dirt off my shoulder. I get that dirt off my shoulder. What? You know, so yeah, I've been on this live. Too bad nobody didn't come on the live, but it is what it is. So drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this live. I'll probably be live this coming Sunday, or maybe Saturday evening, I guess. Who knows? Maybe this weekend coming up, I'll probably be live again, because you know I like talking to y'all. I love talking in general. I love, you know, expressing how I feel and things like that for those that listen. You know, I'm so glad. You know, so glad. So hey, stay tuned into the next live. You know, I like coming on live though. I do. I could be myself. I could say what I want. This and that. You know, so too bad it wasn't nobody on the live, but all I gotta say is peace, love, and hair grease. And who knows? I might listen to some oldies jams, you know. You never know. But God bless, and I'm out. Peace. Oh.